In the last session, uh, uh, I had shown you how to find out the adjoint of a matrix A. Okay, for a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, this was a matrix of order 3. Okay, this time I'm going to show you how to find the adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix or a matrix or square matrix of order 2. Okay, so first of all, in order to find out the adjoint, in fact, uh, 2 by for to find the adjoint of 2 by 2 matrix is very easy compared to adjoint of order 3. So adjoint of A is, now see that, remember when I told you this was your plus position, this was your minus position, isn't it? And this was again your minus position, and this was your plus position. Remember I told
Yes,
you?
sir.
Do you remember
Yes, sir.
this? Plus minus minus plus for a
Yes,
for a
sir.
3 by 3 matrix or a
Yes,
3
sir.
by 3 determinant. I told you that plus minus plus minus plus minus and then plus minus plus. For a 2 by 2 determinant, this is your plus position, this is your minus position, this is your minus position, and this is your plus position. So therefore, the adjoint of this will be, first of all, consider this element. This element belongs to the first row and the first column. So with your fingers, you will hide your first row and your first column. What are you left with? You are left with this one only, isn't it? This one you will write, and you have a plus sign here, so you have a plus one. Okay. Next, I want to find out this. Okay. So you cover your first column, first row and your second column. You're left with
The
4,
four.
and you have a minus sign with 4. Okay. Next, for this element, you cover the first column and the second row. You're left with minus 2,
Two.
and minus 2 is in the minus position, so minus of minus 2 will give you a plus 2. Okay.
Plus.
And lastly, you have this. This is your plus position. You cover the second row and the second column. So you get a simply a 2 and a plus 2. Okay.
Two.
And the transpose of this. Don't forget to take the transpose. Okay. So this is what you get is 1, 2, minus 4, 2. Whole transpose. Which is now 1, minus 4. Change the rows to columns. 2, 2. This is the adjoint of the matrix A. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So, yes. So this is the adjoint of the matrix. This is the adjoint of the matrix A. Okay. We are going to do a very important theorem before defining the inverse of a matrix. Okay, theorem. Okay, just give me a minute. Any matrix A for which determinant is not equal to 0 is called a non-singular matrix. Remember?
Singular. Yes, sir.
And any matrix
Yes,
A for which its determinant, the corresponding determinant is 0, is called a singular matrix. Okay. This theorem
singular.
This theorem is actually a relation between a non-singular matrix and the adjoint of a matrix. Very, very important, because this will actually give us the basis for finding the inverse of a matrix. Okay. So the theorem is, for a non-singular matrix A, for a non-singular matrix A, A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant of A into the identity matrix. This is a very, very important theorem. From this, actually, we will get how to find out the inverse of a matrix. Okay, I I'm just stating this theorem for the time being, but later on I will show you how actually you are getting the inverse from this. Okay, how you can find the inverse of a matrix from this. First, I will define the inverse of a matrix. Then I will show you how to find out the inverse of a matrix with the help of this theorem. Okay. Now, um, Adjoint, you know how to calculate, the determinant of a matrix. So once I have stated this theorem, now I define the inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix. Okay, the definition is the inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix A is another matrix denoted by A inverse, A superscript -1, such that when A is multiplied by its inverse, or when A inverse is multiplied by A, it gives you the identity matrix. Understood? Very, very important definition. The inverse of a matrix is another matrix A superscripted -1, such that A into A inverse is equal to A inverse into A. Whenever you multiply, will give you the identity matrix. Okay. What you must note here is that for an identity matrix, the inverse of an identity matrix will give you the identity matrix back. Okay. This is what you must note. Next is how to find out calculation of inverse. Calculation of inverse of a matrix. Calculation of inverse of a matrix. Calculation of inverse of a matrix. How to calculate the inverse? Now from this theorem that I have given you, for a non-singular matrix A, for a non-singular matrix, for a non-singular matrix A, what was the theorem? A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant value of A into the identity matrix, right? Okay. Now what you do here is, from this, if I divide all sides by det A, what do I get? I get 1 by det A into adjoint of A is equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A. This proof will not come. I am showing you only for your information. Okay. I am showing you because you know that how we are getting, how important this theorem is. That is why I am showing you. That means this can be written as, since see determinant of A is nothing but a number, isn't it? So what you can do is you can write this as A into 1 by det A into adjoint of A is equal to this det A. You can write this as 1 by det A into adjoint of A into A is equal to I. That means this part, the part that is under curly brackets. Now you can write this as another matrix inverse. So 1 by det A is inverse, where inverse is equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A. Understood? This is what we are going to use. This is what we are going to use to find out the inverse. So remember, the inverse of A is 1 by the determinant value of A into the adjoint of A. Okay, so let us take an example in this regard. And before taking example, okay, fine. Let us take an example, then I'll give you the properties. Let us take an example of how to find out the inverse of a matrix. Should I start with a 2 by 2 matrix or should I start with a 3 by 3 matrix? Tell me, what should I start with?
Plus
Huh?
we,
3 by 3?
yes,
Fine. So we'll start with 3 by 3 matrix. Example. Find. Yes, I can't hear you, Govinda. Find adjoint of A and A inverse of the matrix. Matrix inversion is very, very important. Of the matrix A is equal to 2, 5, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, minus 1. Okay, this find uh, the inverse adjoint and inverse of this matrix. Let's see. First of all, we'll find the adjoint. So how do you find the adjoint? Adjoint of A is equal to, okay, make a big box bracket for your matrix. And remember, these are your signs: plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay. Now we'll find the adjoint. This is your plus position. So plus. What is the minor of 2? 1, 2, 2, minus 1. Right? See it, okay? And tell me whether you understand or not. This is a minus position, so you give a minus sign. And what should be the minor of 5? You cover the first row and the second column. So you get 3, 2, 1, minus 1. Okay, next. Plus position again. 3 is the plus position. So you have minus 3, 1, 1, 2. Next, a minus position. Okay, so hide your second row and the first column. So you get 5, 3, 2, minus 1. Next, a plus, and the minor of the element in this position is hide the second row and the second column. So you get 2, 3, 1, minus 1. Again, you have a negative sign. So you have hide the second row and the third column. So what do you get? 2, 5, 1, 2. Okay. Next, for this element, you have a plus position. 5, 3, 1, 2. Again, you have a negative sign. You have 2, 3, 3, 2. Okay. Again, you have a positive sign. You have 2, 5, 3, 1. And then you close this bracket. And remember, do not forget the transpose. Okay, do not forget the transpose. So this is, now you calculate all the determinants. This is minus 1, minus 4, which is minus 5. Minus 3, minus 2, again minus 5. Right? In fact, minus 3, minus 2, minus of minus 5, in fact, which will actually give you a plus 5. Let me write minus of minus 5. Okay. Next, 6 minus 1, 5. Next is your minus 5 minus 6, which is minus 11. So minus of minus 11. Right? Next is minus 2, minus 3, minus 5. Next is 4 minus 5, minus 1. So minus of minus 1. Okay, next is 10 minus 7, 7. 10 minus 3, which is 7.
Yes, sir.
Next is 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. So minus of minus 2. And next is 2 minus 15. 2 minus 15 is how much? Minus 13.
2 minus 15. So minus 13.
And this transpose. So now you change this thing, all the brackets, minus 5, 5, 5, 11, minus 5, 1, 7, 2, minus 13. The transpose of this matrix. And what is the transpose of this matrix? Change the rows to columns, minus 5, 5, 5, 11, minus 5, 1, 7, 2, minus 13. This is the transpose of this. So adjoint we have got, right? This is the adjoint. The first part of the question is done. The question was find the adjoint of A. So
Yes,
we have
sir.
found the adjoint of A.
Yes, sir.
Next, we'll proceed to find out the inverse of A. Now remember, for the inverse of A, determinant of A has to be not equal to 0. Okay. I have shown here that A inverse is equal to 1 by det A into adjoint of A, where det A not equal to 0. See, if determinant of a matrix is equal to 0, then you will not be able to find the inverse. That is, this relation only holds for what? For a non-singular matrix. Okay. This relation holds only for a non-singular matrix. When the determinant of a matrix is not equal to 0, only then you can find the inverse of a matrix. Otherwise, you will not be able to find the inverse of a matrix. So what you do here is, and once we have found out the adjoint, now we want to find out the inverse of a matrix. So what you do is you first find the determinant value of the matrix. So if this is the matrix A, what is the determinant of A? Therefore, det A, determinant of A, what was our matrix? What was initially our matrix? 2, 5, 3. The matrix A was 2, 5, 3. So this
3, 1,
determinant
2,
is
1,
2,
2, minus
5,
1.
3,
3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2, and
Mm,
1, 2, minus 1. Okay, this was our matrix. We have formed the determinant of the matrix. Now we'll find out the value of the determinant. How do you find out the
Yes,
value of a determinant? Expand by the first row. Okay, no operations needed.
yes.
Here you can expand directly. Expand by the first row. We are expanding by this row, say. Okay. So first element 2. Now hide the first row and the first column. So what do you get? 1, 2, 2,
Yes,
minus
sir.
1. And this
Yes,
is
sir.
obviously your plus position, right? So this is okay. Next
Yes,
position is
sir.
your minus position. Okay, so you write
Yes, sir.
minus 5 times what determinant? Hide the first row and the second column. So you get 3, 2, 1, minus 1. Next, this is the plus position. So plus 3. So now hide the first row and the third column. So you get 3, 1, 1, 2. Okay. So now we'll find out the value. Twice. This is minus 1, minus 4. Okay. Minus 5. Minus 3, minus 2. Plus 3. 6 minus 1. Twice. Minus 5. Minus 5 into minus 5. Plus 3 into 5. So you get minus 10 plus 25 plus 15. Okay. So what do you have?
Sir,
Minus
30
10 plus
is
40,
equal to
which
30,
is
sir.
30, which is not equal to 0. So determinant is not equal to 0.
Yes,
So what
sir.
do we say? Therefore, A is non-singular. Therefore, matrix A
Yes, sir.
is non-singular.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, A inverse exists. Now we'll proceed to find out A inverse. What is A inverse? What is the definition of A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by det A into the adjoint of A, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This was the definition of A inverse. Now what is determinant of A we have found out? 30. 1 by 30. And what was our adjoint of A we had found out? Adjoint of A, this one. This matrix is the adjoint. Minus 5, 11, 7. Minus 5, 11, 7. 5, minus 5, 5, 5, 1, minus 13. This is your adjoint that we had found out above. Now you can express
Yes,
this
sir.
in a better form, or not better form, in another form. You can leave it as it is also. A into adjoint of A, you can leave it as it is. Okay. Or you can express this as, you can multiply by 1 by 30. You can write this as 5 by 30, 11 by 30, 7 by 30, 5 by 30, minus 5 by 30, 5 by 30, again 5 by 30. This is minus 5 by 30. And this is minus 5, minus 1 by 30. Okay. And not minus 1, sorry, plus 1. So minus 5, minus 11, plus 11 is plus 7, plus 5, minus 5, plus 5. Yes. And this is finally minus 13 by 30. And then what you can do is you can cancel out your this thing. This will become minus 1 by 6. This will become 11 by 30. This will become 7 by 30. This will again become 1 by 6, minus 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 30, minus 13 by 30. So this is our inverse. Okay. Mostly what we do is we leave it in this form. Understood? Mostly what we do is
Yes.
we leave it in this form. Now, if you want to check whether you have got the right answer or not, okay, check whether you have got the right inverse or not. What we do is we apply this property, that A into A inverse is equal to I. Okay, so let's see whether we get, when we multiply A and A inverse, let's see whether we get I or not. Okay, so left hand side.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. So let us check whether we have got the right answer or not. Okay, so we start with the matrix A. What is the matrix A? A is 2, 5, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, minus 1. And A inverse that we have found out was 1 by 30, okay, into minus 5, 11, 7, 5, minus 5, 5, 5, 1, minus 13. Let's check whether when we multiply these two matrices, whether we get the identity matrix or not. See that when I'm multiplying the two matrices, it is always convenient to take this form, because see, if I take this form, the fractional form, then I will have to multiply numbers with fractions, which will be going to be very tedious. Okay, so better to keep it in this way, because so that what I can do is I can take 1 by 30 out. Okay, and then I can very conveniently multiply these two matrices. Okay, I can very conveniently multiply these two matrices. What you will see is, since this sum had already been worked out with me, okay, so what I'll do is, if you can check it on your own later on, that you will get this 30 0 0 0 30 0 0 0 30. When you multiply these two matrices, I leave it to you as an exercise. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and then you will get 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. That means when you are multiplying these two matrices, you are getting the identity matrix. See,
Yes, sir.
LHS
We are
was
getting
A into
identity.
A inverse. A into A inverse, when you multiplied, we are getting the identity matrix. So therefore, answer is correct. This is just to show you, this is just for you to check whether you have got the right inverse or not. This you don't have to show. The checking part you don't have to show. Once you get your inverse, your task is done. Mostly we leave the answer in this form. Okay, mostly. So I'll stop here for today.